Hi, welcome to MGMT3100 Operations Management. This is an introduction video to help you to begin this class. So once you log into your Canvas, you will be able to see this home page. And on the home page, we have three buttons, which are really helpful for you to begin this class, to have all the backgrounds and materials you need to preview before you begin this class. So the first thing you need to check is the syllabus, and the second is the modules, and the last one is the bulletin board. Bulletin board is actually a discussion board where you can post any questions, comments, or anything on any topics you like to discuss with your classmates or the professors like me. And the syllabus will have all the information about these classes, including my contact information, according all the types of the assignments and the schedules and so on and so on. And the modules will be like the button you probably praise the most because it involves like if we connect the modules over there, it involves all the contents you need to learn and all the assignments you need to do and all the support, like the information, all the materials you need to review for this course, the entire semester. And I divided the modules based on the different contents they have. Like this, the first one is the My Educator, which is your textbook. So the second module is the introduction module, which you need to use like during the first week. And this chapter one, this is the chapter two and chapter four, the test and so on and so on. So this is what like you can find all the information you need for that specific week, or if you want to review anything, you will be able to just like back to here to find anything you need. Now let's back to the home page. So for this introduction video, actually most of our time we will focus on the syllabus because the syllabus involves like all the information you need to know to begin this class. So if we connect the syllabus, then you will be able to find all the information here. So including the course information, my contact information, as this is an online class, so the office hours will need to be by appointment. But anytime, like if you need anything, if you have any questions, you want to meet with me, just like feel free to contact me, and we can set our Zoom or any other, like we can use any other stuffs like the FaceTime if you prefer to do that. So we can just like make an appointment to meet with each other to discuss any questions you may have. And here is my email address. You can just like send me any message, like you have any questions and anything like you need me to help you with, then you can just like send me the emails right here, or you can just simply like click the inbox in Canvas and you will be able to easily find my contact information to send me a message. So this is about my contact information. But what we need to focus on here is the first thing. Actually, I will give you like, I will introduce two things for you. So the first thing is about the course materials. We only have like one textbook for this whole course across the entire semester. So it is published by my educator, but note that like this textbook only have digital version. So if you want to have some hard copies, like you probably need to print them out by yourselves. And for the My Educator, except for like this is the textbook, actually it also have some assignments like to check the understanding for each chapter. So it has the platform to help you to check your understanding. So we have one of the assignments relates to this part, which means you need to learn how to connect your textbook, which is like the Operation Supply Chain Management published by my educator with your Canvas, that you will be able to read the textbook and to do the assignments via the Canvas directly. So you don't have to like go to the My Educator website every time like to read the textbook. You can just like simply log into the Canvas and you can do all the things you need to do for this course. So the first thing you need to just like complete before you begin this classes is to read this PDF file to give you an introduction about My Educator and about how to connect the My Educator with the Canvas. And in this PDF file, I provide you all the details, like the steps you can follow. So we have 8 steps in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4 until the 8th. And you will be able to like just begin this class. So you can just simply like follow each steps over there, and then you will be able to do that. And be careful with the step number 3. So click on the new My Educator module. So you can find this module in modules in Canvas directly. So if you click the module like here or for the home page, you will be able to find the My Educator modules over there, and this is what you need to click when you do the step number 3. Okay, so this is what we have over there. Now let's back to the syllabus again. So once you finish the connecting, then you will be able to like you actually can just begin this class immediately. So you can read the textbook, you can begin to read the chapter 1 and to start to do all the assignments for the week 1. And this is the first thing I'd like to introduce for you. And second thing about the assignments. So we have different type of the assignments. The first assignment is what we call the end of topic or end of chapter knowledge check. So it has 10 questions. And because we will like go through 11 chapters in total, so we have 11 end of chapter knowledge check in total. And it covers like it will have 10 questions, which may be the multiple choices, also or false. And it kinds of the assignments to help, to assess like your understanding about that specific chapter. And for each end of knowledge check, you have 3 attempts. So you can try it 3 times, like for each of the chapter, and it will like take the highest score as the final score for this assignment. So feel free to do that. And it also very helpful like for you to prepare for the test, because the test questions are really similar to the questions you did for the end of knowledge check. So this is what we have, the first types of the assignments. So if you can, if you try multiple attempts, then you will meet the different questions. So you probably, like when you take the test later, like during the week 3 or like for the test 2 is like around week 7. So when you take the test, you probably will be able to meet exactly the same questions like you did for the end of knowledge check. So you can just try each of them like 3 times and it will pick the highest. Okay. The second, by the way, so 110 points in total for the end of chapter knowledge check, and they makes up 30% of your final grade. So the second type is what we call the chapter exercise. This is kind of the math problems or the case study. And this chapter exercise or cases, they makes up 20% of your final grade. And we don't have like the exercise for each chapter we learned. We only have 5 exercises in total across the entire semester. So we have the chapter exercise for chapter 4, chapter 8, chapter 10, chapter 13, and we have a case assignment for chapter 6. So this is what we have. 5 in total, and that makes up 20% of the final grade. And for the exercise, they are the math problems, the tools or the math models you learned for a specific chapter. For the case studies, this is actually a tool relates to how to design a process, which is in chapter 6. So I know like kind of like you have no idea about what I am talking about. Process design, how can I do that? Assignment, you will be able to do that once you learn that chapter. Okay, so this is the chapter exercise or case study. And we also have 3 video quizzes. 1 video quiz is for chapter 7, and I have 2 video quizzes for chapter 8, so 3 in total. And they are really similar. The question type really similar to the end of knowledge check. So they are the multiple choices, also or false. The differences is like before you take the video quizzes, you need to watch the videos. And the videos will provide it directly by that video quizzes and each of them, like you may need to watch more than one, but each of them less than 5 minutes. So short video, which the young generation likes. So and the video quizzes takes up 5% of your file grade. And this is kinds of like the assignments relates to each chapter. So I call them the weekly assignments. And except for those three different types, we also have the tests. We will have 4 tests in total, and each of them will cover different chapters. For example, test 1 will cover chapter 1 to 3, test 2 will cover chapter 4, 6, and 7, and chapter 3 cover chapter 8, 10. The last chapter, this is not a comprehensive test. So even the last test, test 4 is the final test, but it's not a comprehensive test, which it will only cover the last few chapters you learn. And each of them value 5 points. So for test values 200 points in total, and it accounts for 35% of your file grade. And each of the tests will consist of about 50. So about means it may less than 50. It depends on how many kind of math problem, multiple choices questions you have. And we also may have some like the short answer or the essay questions. You don't have to like write down the 2,000 words like to describe to answer that questions. Most of them, like if I have the short answers, you probably just only need to like use 2 to 3 sentences to answer it. So this is about the test. And for each test, I will provide you a review PowerPoint slides, and which is really helpful for you to prepare. So for each test, you don't have to reread the chapters, like to read the whole textbook again. I just like give you that PowerPoint slides, and you just like based on the PowerPoint slides to go over what you need to review for the test. And except for the test, the last type of the assignment is what I call it the professionalism, which to help me to assess how you present or handle yourself throughout the semester. So I have 6 discussions for 8 and for different chapter. And for the week 1, we have the first discussion. And for each discussion, it's worth 5 points. And that 5 points, 3 points come for the first post. So I will have the discussion for some specific chapter. And once you like enter it in, then you will be able to find the discussion problem. And you need to answer that problem based on the terms or the concepts or the topics you learn for that chapter. And this is like you need to post you need to reply an initial post, which is what we call the first post. And if you post that, if you answer the questions, you will earn 3 points. But we know like the discussion is worth 5 points. So the other two, the remaining 2 points are for your responses for your classmates. So once you post your initial like replies, then you will be able to check like how other people, how your classmates thoughts about the same discussion problem, and then you need to reply to their posts. And if you reply one of them, if you have at least one reply post, you earn the remaining 2 points. So in total 5 points, which means if you wish to earn all the points for the discussions, you must have one initial post to answer the questions and one reply post for others' responses. So this is about the discussion, which is the professionalism. And this is actually another thing like I like to emphasize during the introduction lecture video for you, the assignment. And for the syllabus, we also have like the grading distribution, like if you opt like the grade range, like if you earn like above 93%, you will have an A, and 90 to 93 A minus, and so on and so on. And except for those, the remaining of the syllabus includes like the students' responsibilities, the technology information, if you mean any like the technology issues, the tech issues, then how you, what kinds of like the materials, like the resources can help you to solve them, and all the integrity and other policies here. And the last part of the syllabus is the detailed schedules for different weeks. So you can see that's like for the week 1, week 2, like what kind of things you need to do for the week 1 over there. And let's back to the homepage. So except for the syllabus, except for the modules over there, like the button board is just like I mentioned at the beginning. So this is actually a discussion board to help, I mean, for you to post any questions or any topics you'd like to discuss with your classmates and the professors. So feel free, like across the whole semester, feel free to just click this reprise button to post anything you'd like to post. And except for that, and another thing you need to check, like for this course, is the announcements. So I actually have all the announcements here, but I just like, I will like send one announcement at the beginning of that week. So every week at the beginning of each week, you will receive an announcement, and that announcement will give you all the information you need to know for that week. Like for example, for week 1, then it begins with like the first week. So then what you need to do, I will provide you all the information you need to know, including like for the week 1, one of the most important stuff is about the textbook, the materials you need for this course, and then all the assignments you need to complete it by that Sunday. So all my assignments will be due on Sunday night. And for first week, like you need to do some practice quiz for the tutorial. So if you didn't use tutorial before, then this will be a really helpful like materials for you to practice it. And this is like the requirement by the university, which is the commenced attendance, which is just like one question. So you just check the box very quick. And the real assignments for our course during the week 1 is the discussion and the chapter 1 end of knowledge check. And again, you have 3 attempts to complete the end of knowledge check. And for the discussion, if you wish to earn the full points, then you need to post an initial replies to answer the questions, and then you need to check others' answers to reply others. So this is what we have, and this is our introduction video. Like you can always be able to check the videos here or find the videos via the modules here. So for the first week, you need to check the first 3 modules. The first modules help you to connect your textbook. The second module is actually the introduction, including the introduction for educator and the introduction for the tutorial. So if you haven't used that tutorial before, feel free to check all the files I provide you here. And also the chapter 1. So the chapter 1 is actually an overall view about like about what operations management is. And for the chapter 1 to 3, because like this is kind of like an overall like introduction about what operations management, what operation strategies over there. So I will not provide you other lecture videos, but for the chapter 4, we will have another lecture video to help you to solve the exercise, to help you to to illustrate what the contents for chapter 4. So by the way, so I will not have like the lecture video for each chapter, but I may have like a multiple lecture videos for one chapter. So across the whole semester, I probably will have around 10 lecture videos in total to cover all the chapters. Like you may have the questions and I like to emphasize them. So this is what we have. And hey, so again, welcome to the Management 3100, and I hope you will have a really great learning experiences with this course. And anytime, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. And good luck.